Happy Hogmanay, friends! Today is January 31st, and today is the biggest holiday in Scotland. New Year's Eve is also a huge, big deal in the United States. We don't call it Hogmanay, but we still do a lot of partying, a lot of drinking, so be safe, whatever your plans are for tonight. We're actually, we usually travel over New Year's and go somewhere fun. We have very fun stories about being frozen in Boston, doing all kinds of different things. But this year we decided to stay home because I'm going traveling with my son later this week. So, what is Hogmanay? Well, I'm going to tell you what I do here in the States, but a really great video, which I'm going to link below, but by a great fellow over at Scotland Unplugged. He's from Scotland, and he will tell you what Scotland does. It's a short video. It's a good video. Go watch it after you're done watching this. Please like and subscribe to both of us. So, Hogmanay is the biggest holiday in Scotland because Christmas was banned off and on for 400 years. So everybody just moved kind of what you do for Christmas over to the last day of the year. There's a lot of fire going on. There are a lot of ties to the Vikings and to fire festivals, a little bit of like Samhain sort of celebration where you would dress up. The mummers in Pennsylvania, if you are familiar with the mummers in Philadelphia, that tradition is common, of dressing up and scaring away the evil spirits so that you don't carry them into the new year. Kids going around asking for treats. You know, that Samhain sort of Halloween-y kind of thing was also true at Hogmanay. But there's some other really cool things. Probably the biggest thing is called first footing, and that is when you all leave the house before midnight, and then after midnight you walk in a certain order. The tallest, darkest-haired man comes first. Redheads are last. I'm gray now, but I was a redhead, so I was always at the end of the line. And you go tallest to shortest, redheads at the end. And then you carry different things. And I have lots of Scottish friends in the piping community, a lot of American friends that do the Hogmanay traditions, and everybody has a different set of things that they carry. Salt is probably one of the things that everybody's carrying. Bread and money. Whiskey is a big one. There's all different kinds of treats and baked goods and things, and you know, there's no right or wrong. You just do whatever resonates for you. And then when you come in the house, everybody does a shot of whiskey. That's how we do it. So, except for my husband, who does a shot of bourbon because he's not Scottish and he's silly. So, this year we're very excited because we have whiskey that we've got when we were in Scotland that you can't get here in the States. So we're very excited to do a shot of that after midnight when we come in. So, that's what happens at midnight. In Edinburgh, they have they get to walk around their streets with torches. It's like my bucket list item is to carry a torch through the street, so they get to do that. And there's other places where they have these swinging fireballs. Again, I totally want to do that too. And then they have this amazing fireworks display. So we do similar things. We have our New Year ball drop. There's fireworks, lots of different places. Do you hear my cat meowing? He's singing a song of his people down there. You know, so we will have a fire in our yard. We don't do a bonfire because I live in city limits, but we have a fire. And one of the things that we do is we write down all of our regrets and all of the things we want to release in this year and not take with us in the new year. We write them down individually on slips of paper, and then we burn them in the fire. We remember our ancestors and call them in to walk with us into the new year. And we do that. My son's in charge of the fire, and so we'll do that. During the day, after I'm done with this video, I do, you would do redding the house, which I have a big house, and so I can't red the whole house because my house is a hot mess, but I red the kitchen and the bathroom on the first floor. So I take everything off the counters, everything off of any space that you prepare food or eat food, which includes our dining room table also. And I pour boiling water over all of it, and I say a blessing, and I use a sage, and I sage it all, and then we put everything back, and then we get rid of anything that we don't want to carry through with us to the new year. We clean out the fridge, right? Get rid of those 18-year-old olives, right? So we do that as well. So we red the house as much as we can, given the space and time that we have to do it. So we red the house, we do the burning of regrets, we do first footing, and then we give gifts to the neighbors. So we give, my family makes apple butter every year. So You either want to give bread or a handmade good or herbs or something. Apple butter is pretty safe because a lot of people around here eat that. So I have jars for each of the neighbors that are next to me physically, because, like if you think about clans, you would want to give a gift to the clan next to you so they wouldn't want to take you over because they thought they would like you and they wanted to be nice to you. So we do that I just do a little note explaining what Hogmanay is and wishing them a happy new year. And then tomorrow we'll have steak pie. I have steak pies for us, but we also do the Dutch, Pennsylvania Dutch tradition of pork and sauerkraut. And then I also make colcannon, which is Irish, which is mashed potatoes and cabbage. So we'll eat that tomorrow. We're having a tiny just party of small friends over tonight, and we're going to build a Oreo cookie train because we thought that would be something fun to do with our son. We'll be doing flights, wine flights with some international wines that my son got. So we'll be doing that, making this train. I'm going to make it into a game. We'll maybe play cards and just kind of sit around and have fun, and we'll have the ball on to watch it drop. So that's what we do for Hogmanay. I am wishing all of you all the very best of light and love in the new year. I am so grateful for the year that I've had. I've been so blessed in so many ways. And, 2024 is going to bring a lot of new things. My son's surgery, which is a pretty big deal. That can bring fear, but I'm also very confident in spirit, and I'm confident that this is the best thing for him, and he's got the best doctors. He'll be at the best hospital. So I go forward in faith, knowing that we are guided and we're protected. In the readings I've been doing, I've really been drawn more to really explore all of my ancestry. I've always sort of focused my ancestry on my Scottish and English lines, but there's more to me than that. And so I'm being called by those ancestors to not neglect them. Now that we all know about each other, let's learn about each other. So I will be doing more of that. And I've been called from Spirit to do more of this, and to help others who are religious and spiritual, people who have left the church and don't know how to resonate, how to work with what resonates with them, how to forgive themselves, how to, work among people who think you've gone off your rocker, because I've not gone off my rocker. I'm still faithful. I'm just, I'm spiritual, Celtic spiritual. And I will be getting out more into nature this year. I didn't get out as much as I wanted to this past year, and I felt the effects of that. So I'll be getting outside more and doing more outside and taking you with me, I hope. I am going to, I think, get a professional camera set up so that you can see stones instead of me, and so that that you can, take what resonates with you with the pictures that come on the cards. I'm more drawn to the words on the cards than the pictures, but I know there are people who are much more drawn to the pictures than the words. So I want to be mindful of that. So those are my dreams for the new year. As I've explained in a previous video, I don't believe in New Year's resolutions because the astronomical alignments aren't in line for making resolutions. It's a time for dreaming. So dream big for 2024. I am wishing you all the blessings of light and love. Be well. Take care. Bye-bye.